boys and ghouls, and welcome to the new me review with Miss Kitty Litter ATX. And today we're going to be talking about Dragula, Season 4, Episode 3, y'all. Who's excited? I'm excited. I hope we're all here for a gourd time. I say gourd because I'm a pumpkin, yeah. Anyways, I'll keep working on that one. At any rate, let's get into the episode. This week we started out with the little skit with the bouletbrothers giving us their best Barbara Stanwyck tease. And for those of you who don't know who Barbara Stanwyck is, look her up. She did a lot of Western movies back in the day, and that's what they were serving me. At any rate, we got the idea that the theme was going to be something related to the Wild Wild West. Full disclosure, I myself did a Wild West look for Camp Wanakiki, and it was judged to be a little bit less than. I think I did they called it like Swiss Miss Goes to the Barn Dance or something. So anyway, as you note here, our critiques do not come from a place of shade. I'm just commenting on what I see, my opinion, and $5 will get you a bag of cheese puffs. So take it for what it's worth. And go, if you haven't seen the episode already, go see it first and then come back and we'll compare notes, because I don't like to do spoilers and I don't do clips. So watch the episode, come back, and then we'll compare notes. At any rate, as we said, they were at the Wild Wild West, and then from this skit we went to the workroom, and we had our chatter and batter moments. Y'all know how I feel about the shady side of things, not really there for it, so some of the conversations were a little better than others. It was what it was, and I know some of y'all live for the drama, so good for you. I'm not especially about it, but whatever. At any rate, at this time, all the contestants were called, and the bouletbrothers had on these fabulous kind of black outfits with the big shoulders. The bottom part looked a little swimsuity, but whatever. As always, they come with complete looks, so I don't have too much to say about that. So it was announced for the runway that they were going to have to bring a look that was inspired not only by the Weird Wild West, but also by science fiction. So it was like a combo thing, kind of like those graphic novels or whatnot, or comic books for some of you who are of a certain age like myself, but they've been elevated to an art form, so there you have it. First up to the main stage, we had Bitter Betty, and y'all know that Miss Kitty Litter is a sucker for a hoop skirt ball gown combination. So Bitter Betty was giving us kind of a saloon girl gone wild in outer space kind of thing. I was there for the hoop skirt, I was there for the dress. The makeup, I think, as the judges said this week, incidentally, the judges were Trixie Mattel from RuPaul's Drag Race, and musician and spooky fan Orville Peck. And I thought the judges were really fun and gave good critiques. But it was said that the makeup could have been a little more emphasized, maybe some more appliance or prosthetics, so that it really could have took you into that science fiction place. But other than that, I thought it was a cute look. Next up, we had Coco Kane. And Coco Kane was giving us a pig. And my first thought was pigs in space. And for those of you who are Muppets fans, you'll know what I'm talking about. But basically, what she was serving was pig in a prom gown. I didn't really get what it had to do with the Wild West or outer space, but I always love a good pig, so, you know, no tea, no shade. I didn't hate it, but just didn't think it really met the challenge. Next up, we had a person who was La Zamaletta. And La Zamaletta was doing their take on Zapata. This look was fire, y'all. Came out, had the big sombrero, the bandoliers, the guns, all that. It was kind of just a warrior. It looked like it had stepped out of a movie set. And that's kind of one of the things I judge these costumes on. Do these characters look like they're ready to walk in and be ready for filming for a movie? And this one absolutely was that, so I was there for it. I wasn't there for my notes, which apparently have a life of their own this evening. Next up, we have Sigourney Beaver. And Sigourney Beaver was giving us, I don't know, it was kind of a Western look, this red, white, and blue kind of American flag dress that had a reveal that was like gold kind of burlesque look. And here's the thing about it. I love Sigourney Weaver, and I think it's smart that she's branding herself with her signature thing, which is the burlesque. That being said, I'd like to see her step outside of that and not have everything rely so heavily on a reveal going into a burlesque look every week. I actually liked the initial look much better than what followed, because when she opened up the flag dress, basically there was like gold sequin chaps, this kind of gold sequin thing going on. It looked more at home at a circuit party in Miami Beach as opposed to on a Dragula stage, but that's just my personal opinion. I do think she's hella sexy, and I get wanting to show off that body, yaddy yaddy. However, would like to see a little something different there. But that being said, it was not a terrible look. Next up, we had Saint. And Saint had me utterly confused, but at the same time delighted, doing this kind of a fashion cow look. And of course, cow prints are always going to conjure up the Wild West, and this one was utterly confusing to me, but she was milking it for all it's worth. There was some detail, you know, there was the hat, there was spurs going on, I saw that, and the silhouette was actually fire. I just didn't totally find it so much scary as comical, and it was camp. I liked it. I didn't think it was terrible. I just didn't think it was the spookiest look on the runway this week. Moving along, we had J. Jolie. J. Jolie was giving me, oh hell, it was kind of like Judy Jetson Goes to the Wild West. The outfit to me read more science fiction than it did Western horror. The only thing that even suggested the West to me was that there was a prop decapitated alien head that had a cowboy hat on it. But you take away that and it was basically a sci-fi alien. I got where she was going with it. Maybe the alien came down and had taken this Western person, turned them into an alien, cut off their head. I don't know. It just didn't read as scary as I might have liked. So, it was cute, but not my favorite. Okay, moving on. We had... Y'all excuse me, but I'm reading with the mask on, and I'm usually blind as a bat. Anyways, okay, we have Dolly, and Dolly was doing this, what do you call them? The bounty hunters. It was kind of like a space age bounty hunter thing. This was another one that looked like it had stepped right out of a movie set. The look was just perfect. This was probably my favorite of the night. Next to the Zamallettas, but I did like them both, so I wasn't mad about either one. But yeah, the construction was like there was a big trench coat, overcoat kind of Western thing. There was some appliances in the back that looked almost like part of Astrid's costume from the first week, but obviously it was just well done, and the look was fire, so props to all of that. Next we have Mary Cherry. Okay, well, Mary Cherry, this is the thing, and this is not the I Hate Mary Cherry show, so don't get that impression, but I have to say that once again this week, I felt like her look was kind of, the concept was there, but the execution not so much. She said she was going for like a Mae West space alien thing. And what I got from it was like, hello, Dolly goes to the Harmonia Gardens as a Cyclops. There was kind of this red bordello madam dress thing. And having been a former bordello madam myself, I was there for that part of it. But I thought that the makeup could have used some work to take it more into a scary place. And that's just me. The judges praised Mary for like coming to life on stage and maybe being a little more animated. And so I get that, but I didn't totally get the praise as far as the look went because I just didn't love it. And that's no shade to Mary Cherry. She's an amazing entertainer, but I just didn't live for this, whatever it was, you know. And week after week, we're seeing her stay as safe with some looks that might have otherwise been bottom looks. I don't know. I want to love her. Like I said, I'm there for the concepts, but not so much for the finished look, personally. Alright, moving on, we go to Hoso Teratoma. Hoso Teratoma, when I first saw this look, my thought was like cactus rock lobster. You had kind of these crab claws going on with machine guns. There was the headpiece, and some pricks sticking out in every direction, you know, which kind of sums up my whole life. Anyway, I was there for it. Did I think it was the best look they had ever brought to the stage? No, I didn't. But I did think that it was still pretty elevated, and what we've come to expect from Hoso is like these super elevated looks. So if something's just like moderately great, then everybody's like, it wasn't the week. But it still was fire for me. I kind of liked it. I was there for it. Moving on to our last person, we had, well, that was the last person. Okay. So, in the bottom, we had, well, it ended up being that Coco Kane was the one who was sent home. They did this challenge that was like a, what they call it, a mechanical bull, you know, which incidentally was the name of my last boyfriend. But it just was kind of like, it wasn't really as scary to me as some of the other challenges they faced. They had to ride a bull. I suppose that's conquering your fears or whatnot. But at the end of it, Coco ended up being sent home, and La Zamaletta won first place, which I was okay with. Like I said, I really loved Dolly's look, but La Zamaletta's was also pretty great and was culturally referenced and all that. So, not a terrible decision. What did y'all think this week? Did you love it? Were you there for it? Who are your favorites? Who do you want to see go home? Tell us below in the comments. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is probably not my best review, but I have to tell y'all that during Halloween, Miss Kitty got food poisoning. I was in the ER and whatnot, so I'm just really getting back on my feet. But I did want to try and put this review out there because I like to be consistent. And for the three of y'all who are watching this, thank you for tuning in. As always, thanks to the Drag Clubhouse, thanks to Sir Rat Leather and Gear, thanks to Slipside Productions, and thanks to all of you. Y'all be good, stay safe, and get yourself a slice of pumpkin pie, babies. Y'all have a great week. Bye-bye.